known for years ago. Daniel Larson confessed to strangling Anastasia King with a necktie while her husband restrained her in their former home in Mount Lake Terrace. His testimony led to the reduction of his charge to second-degree murder in the 2000 death of King, who was a mail-order bride from Kyrgyzstan. Moreover, it played a crucial role in convicting her husband, Indel King Jr., of first-degree murder. However, Larson, now 25, is facing a new charge of first-degree murder in Snohomish County Superior Court. This charge was filed after Larson violated the terms of his plea agreement by attempting to withdraw his original plea. Both the prosecution and defense acknowledge that this case is unprecedented, as trying someone for a crime they have already been convicted of poses challenges. Typically, the principle of double jeopardy protects individuals from being tried twice for the same offense. However, Larson waived this right in his plea agreement, according to the prosecutors. Lawyers are currently engaged in a legal battle over whether Larson's previous testimony can be used as evidence. This has caused difficulties and delays in the proceedings. Today marks Larson's fourth scheduled arraignment since he arrived in Washington from Minnesota, where he had been serving a sentence for second-degree murder. Larson's journey back to Snohomish County Superior Court began shortly after he was sentenced to 20 years in prison in March 2002. In 2003, Larson attempted to overturn his guilty plea, claiming it was unconstitutional and that he was coerced by his attorney to accept the plea bargain offered by the prosecutors. However, his plea agreement explicitly stated that he should not make such a petition. Larson's public defenders advised him against pursuing the appeal, warning that a new charge would be filed against him if he didn't withdraw his petition. Despite being given a year to do so, Larson failed to comply, leading the prosecutors to file a motion stating that he had breached his plea agreement. When Larson arrived in Washington last month, he was initially assigned an attorney from the Snohomish County Public Defender Association. However, Larson requested a different lawyer, citing a conflict of interest. The judge agreed, but finding a lawyer who would take the case within the county's budget became a 3-week-long challenge. Prosecutors believe Larson is intentionally trying to delay the trial. During his last arraignment, Larson requested a postponement until an appeals judge decided whether he could withdraw his original guilty plea. Prosecutors argue that waiting for the appeals court decision could significantly prolong the trial, as Larson would still face a first-degree murder charge regardless. If Larson is allowed to withdraw his plea, prosecutors would likely file an identical first-degree murder charge. If the appeals judge denies Larson's request, the trial would proceed as planned. In summary, the legal proceedings in Larson's case have been complicated by disputes over evidence, delays caused by issues with his counsel, and his attempts to withdraw his guilty plea. The prosecution maintains that the trial will proceed regardless of the appeals court decision.